Snowpiercer was directed by Bong Joon-ho and stars Chris Evans, John Hurt, Octavia Spencer, and many others. In the future, after the government tries combating global warming, the experiment backfires, causing an ice age, and now all of humanity lives solely on a train called the Snowpiercer, separated by class, with the rich in the front and the poor in the back. This movie focuses on our main protagonists fighting their way to get to the front of the train. There is a TV series coming out this weekend on TNT based on this movie, as well as the novel. It's also called Snowpiercer, so I definitely wanted to review this movie that came out not too long ago, starring Chris Evans, directed by Bong Joon-ho before he did Parasite. Before the year 2020, I had never seen Snowpiercer before, but after watching it, I was blown away. This is such a great Bong Joon-ho movie. It was so much better than I was expecting it to be before I watched the movie. Snowpiercer's easiest positive to point out is the concept. This is such an original movie. There is not a single concept that's even close to similar to Snowpiercer's, and the world is one I just want to explore and see what's in every new section of the train. Moving from one car to another, that element of the movie just fascinates me so much. What's crazy is how confined the spacing is in this movie, but it doesn't really matter that much because that gives us a lot more room to be creative, and Bong Joon-ho goes all out to make this movie as creative as possible with the train. As far as performances go, Chris Evans in this movie, as much as I like him as Captain America, the guy kills this role in Snowpiercer. This is the best Chris Evans performance to date. You can connect with this character on so many different levels. This is the most well-defined Chris Evans character that I know that is not in a big universe like the MCU, so I love Chris Evans in this movie. Also, Kang-ho, who you might know from Parasite, is really great in this movie. Octavia Spencer is good. I love John Hurt. Jamie Bell is really good in this movie. I loved watching him in the film. Now, while I would enjoy this movie with just the concept and world alone, these performances elevate this movie so much, and it makes this movie a lot better than it would have been had these performances and actors and actresses not been included in this film. You might think a movie with tight spacing would get boring after a while, but that is not the case at all in Snowpiercer. Bong Joon-ho constantly finds ways for the audience to be entertained, and when I watched this movie for the first time, there was not a single moment where I felt the movie was dragging. The pacing is excellent in Snowpiercer. I was always entertained when watching this movie. And just when you thought the movie could not get any crazier, there's a scene where two guys are shooting at each other through windows on opposite sides of the train. The movie is entertaining even without the action sequences, but when you get those action moments, this movie is a blast. I love the action scenes in this movie. Sometimes they are insane, but they are brilliant at the same time. Bong Joon-ho did such a good job at crafting the action, filming it. It looks so great. This movie is beautiful as well. I just adore the action in Snowpiercer. If you've never seen the movie Snowpiercer, though, I do have one suggestion for you. Don't look too deep into the cast, because I didn't before watching this movie, and the main antagonist of the film is the man known as Wilford. He is the creator of the Snowpiercer train. I did not know who this actor would be by the end of the film, and it made the movie a lot better. There's a huge mystery with that, and if you did know who this actor was before watching the movie, the ending would not pay off as much as you probably would like it because you knew who the actor was. But for me, this movie was kept completely mysterious because I had no idea who Wilford was at the end of the film. I also always wanted to know constantly what the end of the train was like, because we know what the back of the train is, but what's at the front of the train? So Bong Joon-ho does a really great job in combining several different genres into one in Snowpiercer. It's not just an action, it's not just a sci-fi, it's also kind of a mystery. Plus, from time to time, this movie does tug on your heartstrings, which I'm going to get to right now. There are some really shocking scenes in Snowpiercer, most notably one at the end. It's when we learn more about Chris Evans' character and his past when he first got on the Snowpiercer train. It adds so much depth to him. So now you have all of these genres combined to make one great movie, plus you're emotionally invested now. What is this? Bong Joon-ho is such a great filmmaker. This movie is incredible. I only have just one tiny little problem with Snowpiercer. It comes at the end. The rest of this movie, across the board, is absolutely fantastic. This is one of my favorite sci-fi / action films of all time after just watching it once, but my one issue with the movie does come at the end. It literally happens in the last 3 to 5 minutes. The way this movie wraps up feels kind of cheap. I wish they did something different. It doesn't always feel like you get the best closure with some of our characters by the end of the film, so I was not the biggest fan of how the movie wrapped up, but everything before that was just incredible. I'm sure right now in 2020, most of you think that Bong Joon-ho's best movie is Parasite, and yes, while that movie is more intellectually layered than Snowpiercer, this movie is constantly entertaining, and it has a great amount of rewatchability, more so than Parasite. So I absolutely prefer this movie over that of Parasite. Most people probably wouldn't, but I definitely do. In my opinion, this movie is so close to perfect, it's just that last 3 to 5 minutes, but I am gonna give Snowpiercer from 2013 or 2014 a 98%. The reason I said 2013 or 2014 is because I know this movie was released in South Korea in 2013, but did not get a giant release in the US until 2014, so there are some blurred lines there, but for me, I still consider it a 2014 film just because that's when it came out to all of us US audiences. Of course, though, guys, if you happen to have seen Snowpiercer, be sure to let me down below in the comment section what your thoughts are of it. Do you love it or do you hate it? Let me know. Oh, and are you guys gonna watch the Snowpiercer show that's coming out on TNT this weekend? I might watch it myself. We'll see if it gets good reviews. I'll definitely be watching it. If you are new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.